Happy Monday, everyone. We are back. How was your guys' weekend? As always, as I say, I hope that you guys had a great weekend, but more importantly, not even what happened during the weekend. I hope that you guys have the correct perspective on what happened. I hope that your thoughts, your perspective is correct, because if your perspective is correct, it's only a matter of time before your emotions feel the exact same thing, but before your emotions feel at peace and at joy and happy. So whatever happened, if you had a challenging, a tremendous weekend, that's not the focus. The focus is, what is the beauty? What is the beauty from the thing that just happened? And the more you focus on the beauty, I promise you, the more of it you will see. It's one of those things where it's a delayed response. The day you plant the seed isn't the day you eat. And as you continue to build on this particular mindset, as you continue to be intentional with seeing the beauty of every situation, the more of it you will see in your life. It's literally, it's only a matter of time. So whatever the weekend was the weekend that you needed, so you can grow from it. Everything conspires for you, as we say here. Literally everything is conspiring for you guys. So welcome back, guys. So for today, what I want to talk about, the gradual slide. I want to talk about gradually allowing the water to seep in. You know, you guys have heard the phrase where it says that what makes a boat sink is the water that gets in it. Maybe I'm butchering that phrase. What I'm trying to say is that life comes down to keeping your standards high and not cutting corners. The moment you start to cut corners, a little corner, it's a gradual slide. People don't fall into the body they hate overnight. They don't fall into the relationship that they hate overnight. They don't fall into the habits that they hate. They don't fall into these habits overnight. These habits are a gradual slide. I don't have time. You probably said that. I've said it for certain things too. I was lying. The I don't have time speech. I don't have time. I don't have time to meditate, to read, to do affirmations, visualizations. I don't have time to go to the gym. I don't have time to start a company. I don't have time. I mean, we've heard it all. We've heard of it. I don't have time. Whatever, and I say this respectfully, whatever excuse, and listen, and I'm not saying this to put anyone down. Those excuses, listen, they're valid. They're valid, meaning, yes, it's going to be challenging. I'm not saying that you don't have it tough with your children, with your job, with the stresses of life. I'm not saying that you don't have it tough. What I'm saying is that you can't afford not to. If it's going to be hard, as Les Brown says, if it's hard, then do it hard. What I'm saying is, yes, those excuses are valid, but they're not necessary. Meaning, whatever your excuse is just an excuse. I understand, but it's that gradual slide. So me and my girlfriend, we were talking about how, even with my meditations, I stopped reading the past, I'd say, month and a half, 2 months. I stopped reading. My eating habits, I wasn't as strict with my eating habits. I wasn't as strict with my workout plans. I wasn't as strict with my, when I go to bed. I wasn't as strict when I wake up. And it was just gradual. And you look up 2 months later and you're off the mark. Remember, there's this story that, was it Tony Robbins? He was talking about how he was playing golf, and he was playing with a very high level golfer. And the golfer that he was playing with, and he said that dude, you're good. You have a good swing. You're talented, but you're just a smidgen off. If you just turned or swung the ball just half a centimeter to this side, you'd get right on the mark. And then he did. It was just a smidgen. He shifted his shot, and it made the world of a difference. So the word for today is that little bit matters. That day off matters. Because that day off builds momentum for 2 days off, 3 days off, 3 months off, 3 years off, 30 years off, a lifetime off. It's those smidgens matter. If we can, usually people major in minors, right? This is a good time to do it because this is not minor. If you focus on those little smidgens, those gradual, the things that we see as little, that's how we build our house. It's brick by brick. Those little things. Okay, I shouldn't have said that, but I'm going to say it anyways. Those little things. Okay, you know what? I should make my bed. Make your bed. I should be kind. I should apologize for that thing that I did, but I'm going to let it go. No, go back and apologize. It's the little things. The little things that to you can brush off as, that doesn't matter. They matter. They matter. And as we start allowing those little things to just go by, I'll work out later. I'll eat just right. I know this isn't in my game plan. I'll eat right now. And you look up weeks later, months later, and you've slidden so far off of the mark. And you wonder how you got there. And there's people who live their lives the next 30, 40 years wondering, how the heck did I get here? And if you look into your daily habits, if you look into their daily habits, they've let one thing go. It's a smidgen. Gradual slide. And it seemed innocent. It seems innocent. I'll have another cheat day. And that builds momentum. Everything you do is building momentum, good or bad. Good or bad. And listen, there's repercussion for whatever it is that you do, good or bad. Yes, you need time to rest. But if you're in that space and you feel like, man, I've slid, this is a brand new year and I've slid, it's okay. Sit down, schedule out what you want. I always say schedule out, guys, the things that you want to do. You got to do the inner work and the outer work. It makes no sense to just do the outer work. If you're just going to go to the gym, if you're going to work hard to make a lot of money, that's great. But if you don't work on your mind and build your mind, you're just a buff person in the gym, or you're a person who has money in the bank, but you're poor. Now, if you're just doing the inner work, you're doing the meditation, affirmations, visualizations, and you're working on yourself and you're building yourself spiritually, but you don't go to the gym. You're not trying to build wealth. You're not working on the company that you really want. You're a spiritual person that is using a fraction of the power that they have. It's a combination of both, guys. Faith without works is dead. Okay, it's a combination of both, doing the inner and the outer work. So what I'm saying is that for whatever it is that you want to do, set a schedule, right? Set a schedule and stay on the schedule. And the key for staying on the schedule is just being sick and tired of being sick and tired of not doing the thing you want to do. Anytime you're like, you know what, I don't feel I want to do it. Remember how much it sucks to not do and be the thing that you know you are or you know you want to do. Remember that. I'm so excited about this year. I'm so excited to get back on track. I hate looking in the mirror and not being the best version of myself. I hate not feeling the best version of myself. When you know who you really are, anything less than that is purgatory. And so, and as you're on this path, guys, as you're on this path of doing the inner and the outer work, you're going to see growth, and it's going to be impossible to go back to that. It's going to be impossible to go back to whatever it was that you were and feel good, and feel at least slightly comfortable. Before you felt slightly comfortable, you couldn't do it once it's like going back to a bad relationship. Now, I say that to say you guys may not, the person that you're in a relationship with may not be a horrible person. You guys were horrible together. So I say that to say it's like going back to a bad relationship. Once you've been in a healthy relationship, a relationship that's good for you, it's impossible to go back and actually have peace. It's the same thing as you elevate, as you grow. It's impossible to go back to those people, places, things that you used to do comfortably and be comfortable as you elevate. But you got to give to get. You got to give to get. And as you become sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when you find the motivation to say, okay, I'm going to be inspired to discipline myself and create habits that no matter how I feel, this is what I'm doing. It's Friday at noon, I'm reading. End of story. Barring any situation that is out of your control, this is what you do. And you live a life that's disciplined. Guys, it's discipline. Discipline gets you to the next level. And the way we cultivate discipline is being, again, sick and tired of being sick and tired of the way things were. That's it, guys. Whatever it is that you want to do, things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to achieve, you're not going to feel like it every single day. You're not going to feel like you're on top of the world every single day, but you do the work anyways. You get up and you do the work anyways. And that compound interest, it's like the stock market. Well, maybe not right now, but in general, you're going up and down, but linearly you're going up. You're going to have good days at the gym, bad days at the gym. Good days at work, bad days at work. But if you keep showing up, you're going to get better. As they say, if you hang around a barbershop long enough, you're going to get a haircut. If you play tennis long enough, you're going to learn how to play tennis. Whatever you do, if you stick at it long enough, you will become good at it. The first time I tried to jump rope, I was like, I had 2 left feet, but I stayed outside. I remember I stayed outside for like 30 minutes to an hour. I just kept learning until I finally got it. Listen, guys, whatever you want to do, if you want it bad enough, you will have it. It's that simple. If you don't have it, it's because you don't want it bad enough. It's not burning inside of you. And one of the reasons why people don't want the things that people don't get after the things that they really want, I believe, is because they don't believe that they're worthy of it. It's not because they don't have the motivation. If you had, what's your favorite car? An Aston Martin, a Bentley? If you were driving a Bentley, let's just say, and you drove your Bentley to the grocery store, you would make sure you parked your Bentley in the back of the grocery store where there's no cars around. You don't want no one scratching your prized possession. You'd make sure you'd get it washed every week. You know, you'd watch, hey, don't eat those fries in my car. You'd watch everything about this car. You would take care of this car. Why? It's your dream car. And the moment you look at yourself like the dream car, then you'll have motivation to do whatever needs to be done for you. But so many people, they look at themselves like they're a 89 burnt down Toyota, right? So of course you're not going to take care of it. It's worthless. And people feel that same way about themselves. Don't say you don't have motivation. You have motivation for the things that you're inspired to actually do. You have motivation to watch your favorite show, to watch your favorite team, because you love those shows. You love that team. But the moment you really love yourself, you'll take care of yourself. You can't tell me you love you and you're not taking care of you. You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that. People take care of the things that they love. And wherever you are in that spectrum, the beautiful thing about life, that we're the problem, but we're also the solution. You may not have had your parents, family, friends, or the community say beautiful things about you. You may not have had people say that you're amazing and speak self-worth into you. You may not have had that, but you don't need to have that now. The beauty of life is that you can give yourself that. And it starts by setting a schedule to say, okay, I'm going to do the inner and I'm going to do the outer work. Listen, you don't have to believe in yourself. But if you do the work, you will. Once you do the work and you start speaking, affirming life into you, you tell you how amazing you are. You tell you how great you are. You tell you that, listen, people love me. There's nothing I can't do. I was put here for a reason. I have a purpose, and people need what I have. As you continue to say those words, as you continue to make those affirmations, and you visualize the life that you want, it's only a matter of time before that seeps into your subconscious, and that becomes your reality. And once you start saying it with conviction, it's only a matter of time before everyone feels that too, and then everyone sees the result of that work. Doesn't matter what happened, guys. What matters is what you're doing right now. There's a reason why I say, listen, do the inner and the outer work, because the inner and the outer work is what will change your life. It doesn't matter how you feel about yourself. What matters is the work that you're doing now. And the work that you're doing now will dictate how you feel about yourself in the future. The reason why you're listening to this or watching this is because you know deep down that what I'm saying resonates with you. You have a gift. No one may have told you this, but I will tell you this. You have a gift, man. You're not some normal person, have to do a normal job that you hate, in a normal body that you hate, in a normal relationship that you hate, with a normal family that you kind of like, in a normal city that you kind of like. Normal shoes, normal everything, normal house, normal apartment. You don't have to live that way. And a part of what I'm saying resonates with you because you know it's true. Or you wouldn't listen to this. People's lives have changed because they changed their mindset. Change your mindset, change everything. And it starts with setting a time to create a schedule. Okay, I'm going to do the inner work, I'm going to do the outer work, and I'm going to stick to it no matter how I feel. And the more I do the work, including reading, when you read something, you gain confidence. When I went to school first, I was a biology major. I knew nothing about biology, but I learned about it because I read the books. I went back to school for computer science. I knew literally nothing about computer science, but I learned about it because I read the books. Once you start reading books about the subconscious mind and the power of you start reading books about spirituality, you start realizing how amazing you are. It is impossible to be down and depressed about you when you realize that you're amazing. Once you realize that you're a superhero, it's impossible to be down once you realize who you are. But if you don't read those books, you'll never know. So setting the time to do the reading, to do the inner work, the meditation, the affirmations, the visualizations, what you're doing is reprogramming your mindset, reprogramming your perspective on you. Once you see yourself for who you truly are, a Bentley or an Aston Martin or whatever a valuable car is, whatever your dream car is, insert whatever dream, anything. Once you start seeing yourself like that, you will treat yourself just like that. But it starts with just doing the work, brick by brick, and stay on it, because I promise you that gradual decline, it's so subtle. So subtle. Be mindful. Be strict with yourself to make sure you pull out all the weeds. If you let one go, you're creating momentum to let more go. And all of a sudden, gradually, you just fall off. And the thing that you used to do years ago, you don't do now. Yeah, I used to go to the gym. I used to meditate. So I hope this inspires you guys, that this is a fresh, brand new week. It doesn't matter what happened last week. Okay, you had a New Year's resolution and you fell off. Who cares? That was yesterday, or that was even this morning. I don't care what happened yesterday or this morning. All I care about is what's happening now. Brand new, fresh week, fresh possibilities, guys. Set your schedule. Again, it could only be one day. Friday at noon, I'm going to read for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to do a meditation for 3 minutes, or I'm going to do affirmations for 2 minutes. Whatever it is, set your schedule. Baby steps. Listen, progress over perfection. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to be on the board. The moment you set your schedule, now you're living. The majority of people are just existing. And they're going to live that same year. This 2023, they're going to live this year for the next 30 years. You are different. Set your schedule, guys. Again, it could just be one day, Friday at noon, 10 minutes. 5-minute reading only, 2-minute affirmations, whatever it is. Baby steps, guys. You want to do Friday, and then you want to do Monday, and then you want to do whatever. Just start with baby steps, whatever is baby steps for you. Master that, okay? We can all do one day for 10 minutes. Master that, and I'm telling you, that momentum, you're going to want more, and you're going to want more, and you're going to look up, and you will see everything change. Listen, if you do this Friday at noon for 10 minutes, it doesn't work, don't even watch this podcast anymore. Burn it. Burn it. Trash it. But I promise you that won't happen. So set your schedule, guys. This is an amazing, brand new week. I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. If no one has told you, I believe in you. I believe in you. Keep going. Enjoy this week, guys. Blessings. Motivation Mondays.